Hi, my name's Traci Ruble. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I work downtown in San Francisco, and I specialize my work working with couples. And I'll tell you, my intention in talking to you today is I have a secret wish I'm going to share with you. I wish that every couple, I do, I wish every couple had a couples therapist and got into couples therapy. Let me tell you why. There are three main reasons. One is we've changed a lot as a culture and in our expectations around family and relating. Um, Two, couples therapy's changed a lot. Therapists are getting more sophisticated research based training than ever before. So even if you've had couples therapy before, I bet it's radically different. And then three, leaving a relationship before you fully investigated what it is that you're doing, how your relating style, and how stuff from your own childhood um, has fundamentally led to the kind of relationship you found yourself in. What's happening more and more is people are breaking up and getting into a new relationship. It gets exciting again, but then they find themselves right back in the same pattern. Okay. I really was compelled to do this video blog because I want to cheerlead. I really, who has been taught how to relate in this way over the long haul in a marriage where um, real intimacy and companionship are expected? See, because marriages used to be about duty, right? Women had roles that they played in marriage, and men had roles that they played. Well, that's all changed, right? So, who do we look to as the models? Most of us of a certain age, and it doesn't go very far back, right? Our models are still pretty traditional, gender biased, and duty bound, right? Men get to be stoic and unemotional, and women get to be dependent and needy. And that's it, right? But that's not what we're wanting out of relationship anymore. And yet, both parties in the couple, whether they're straight or gay, um, have to fundamentally learn some new skills about what it means to share power, what it means to be vulnerable, what it means to need, and how our own childhood has shaped us, limited us in ways that make it hard to reach for somebody when we're feeling vulnerable, make it hard to be empowered and say, no, I'm sorry, I can't right now, but I still love you, and set limits when we're not available, and how everybody can still feel good and connected even when we're telling the truth of our experience, and that truth may not be wholly convenient. Um, so that's my little one too. I think that there are so many great couples therapists right now. So it's such a great time to do this work. I think that so many great masters have done some amazing research beyond just John Gottman. There are people like Sue Johnson, Ellen Bader, Bill Doherty, Stan Tatkin, um, Terry Real, Richard Schwartz, a bunch of them, right? And they're training therapists on really the sophisticated ways to work with couples, and it's different work than doing individual psychotherapy. The second piece is we know now more than ever why couples therapy has failed in the past, right? Um, and so let me give you a couple tips if you do decide to invest in the process of how to get the most out of it. One, be prepared to look at yourself. If your investment, and part of you probably is going to have this investment, I mean, I have. If your investment is to try to convince your couples therapist that it's your partner that has the problem, you're not going to get as much out of the process. The reality is that there is a system at play, and you both have a part to play. Sure, one person may have some extra work that they need to do, but your commitment to the process is a full commitment to looking at yourself. Okay. The second piece that's come up a lot and that Bill Doherty's doing some interesting work around is that sometimes one member or both members of the couple are coming in completely not interested in working on the relationship. They know it the minute they walk in the door, but they don't tell anyone. their investment is to break up and be able to tell everyone that they tried to work on the relationship. And that's not couples therapy, right? Um, that's what Bill calls discernment counseling. Okay. It's decision consulting, is what I call it. And I do that with couples. I meet with them for 5 sessions. I split them up. I meet with them individually so we can really talk with one another about what their values are and what the pros and cons would be for investing in couples therapy or not, right? And then decide to move forward. But it does render couples therapy useless if one person covertly is not invested in the process the whole time. So those are my two recommendations. And then finally, pick a therapist who's got some couples training that doesn't just have run of the mill um, graduate school psychotherapy training. There are so many great couples therapists investing in this kind of work. So it's a good time. And it's a hard time to be in relationship, but a good time to be in couples therapy. So I hope you'll invest. And if you want to know about me, you can check out my website. I'll talk to you soon.